I guess you could see the ship as your elevator in this Metroid title. In most Metroid games, elevators are for carrying you from one location to another. Your ship basically does that for all available locations. It also is there to mask the huge loading times. There's quite a few in this game.
Stand to, Samus. Our situation doesn't look good. The pirate attack has knocked out our generators and disabled the planetary defense system.
So we failed. God damn it.
This cannon was our only weapon capable of taking out orbiting ships. We need you and the other hunters to get the generators back online and restore power to the cannon so we can repulse this assault. I'm uploading the generator coordinates to you now. Good hunting.
Good hunting? For what? We're not trying to hunt here. Also, all we gotta do is press some switches. Can't anyone else do this? You know, considering the abilities of the other hunters, they should have had a much easier time doing this while we were defending the planet. But no, we were too slow. Oh, wow. Didn't expect this thing to blow up. I don't believe you can get damaged by the shots happening all around this place. But, you know. Can't be too careful. Anyway. We're gonna get our first true power-up right over here. You know, not missiles is what I'm trying to say. The grapple lasso. Also a scan right here. As long as you got the scan on the GFS, you're gonna be fine at it getting 100%. Even the Berserker Lord, you can actually get that guy's scan later on. You fight him like 3 times. Anyway, say hello to the grapple lasso. Definitely the most overused gimmick of this game. Because they really liked it. And you know what? I like it too. It's just not good to abuse it this often. And people who don't like the motion controls definitely won't like the grapple lasso. It's not a grapple beam, by the way. The grapple lasso is something that can only be prompted, unfortunately. And the thing is that it gets prompted so often for just opening a door or something like that. And I just went back there to show that there was a power up there in case you were wondering. There's quite a few on Norian. I actually do like that. Anyway. Grapple lasso training. I mean this. And then grapple lasso, right? No? Not yet? We're gonna have to do grapple lasso very soon. No worries. Ow. Oh no, that trooper. I do like that the pirate was like roaring in victory after defeating that trooper. Anyway, finally, here. Yes, a strong pull. So you lock on, you cast a nunchuck, then you quickly pull nunchuck backward to pull with grapple lasso. Here's the thing though. Again, accelerometers. It doesn't care which direction you actually move the nunchuck in. I did in reverse, and it worked anyway. But of course, you're tempted to do it as how it says that you should do it. Circuit board damaged. This is another gimmick that is not that cool, but it's not used that often, so people don't hate it as much. Also, these annoying things. Once again, you just run right into them, and they don't really stop you. They hardly even damage you. But I'm half tempted to respect their gimmick anyway, unfortunately. Yep, gotta pull those things. Occasionally the grapple lasso will not work, and that really frustrates some people. Especially people who are playing this game for the first time. Just, like, what I'm trying to say is that watch Slowbeef's playthrough of Metroid Prime 3. He had a lot to complain about the grapple lasso. Also, for those wondering, you can skip this energy tank by jumping in through here. From this side. Okay? But we want this energy tank because we're going to get 100%. Ow. It doesn't hurt that much, but you know. Gotta hurry. That was morph ball training. Also, we have the spring ball because we already have bombs. That's good. Oh gosh, they all died from explosions of sorts. Those troopers were weak. Here, to open this, use a missile. It's another safe station, right? No, the map station. What about these? Hunter Gore. Cute. Actually, I probably should read these. Subject Homeworld Unknown. Possesses metamorphic abilities similar to the biomorphs of Jovia 12. Can assume the form and abilities of most living things, including bioforms considerably larger than the subject. Scans are unable to determine subject's age, but Psych Eval suggests a high degree of youthfulness. Intel suggests that bounty hunting is akin to a sport for her, one she enjoys considerably. Subject perceives the veteran hunter Samus Aran as her chief rival, a rival she intends to surpass as soon as possible. Oh, cute. She's got a crush. Okay, what about Gore? Yeah, the whole map system is completely different this game. We access the logbook, the inventory, and the options from here. Oh, and we got objectives too. Research? Yeah, research. Hunter Gore. Subject is a veteran of the Liberation War of Wotan 7. Only 6% of subject's birth body remains. The rest is state-of-the-art cyberware. Despite his career in heavy cybernetic modification, subject is known for his high level of empathy and compassion. Gore is rather gentle and approaches situations logically, I was about to say logically, but is not the most skilled of fighters. Intel suggests he even has a sense of humor. Subject has often championed the weak, poor, and downtrodden, working for free or giving bounty money earned to the victims of his targets. Subject can merge his cybernetic body into larger mechanisms, including gunships and fightercraft. This merging will alter Gore's personality, and he will become incredibly aggressive and violent. Data indicates a high proficiency with computer infiltration and manipulation, high level of mechanical empathy with artificial intelligence. That's why Gore was impressed with the AI. Oh, AU. Which is short for Aurora Unit. So we have the map. When has this ever been useful? Never. That's right. Hello? Oh no! These things are blocking my way. One charge beam solved that, thankfully. Yeah, we can get rid of these two. Oh, and these mines. Ow, their explosions have much bigger reach than you might expect. So shoot them in advance. But they don't deal that much damage, so if you feel like just running right into them, feel free to do that too. There was a little jump before Samus turned around. It's kind of cute. And really good detail to her animations. Actually, definitely Samus has her best animations in this game. Perhaps even until today. Well, I guess Samus Returns might give a run for our money. That game had some pretty good animations, but not many cutscenes. So it's hard to judge. Anyway, pirate spaceship right here. Space pirate ATC, well-armored transport. You can attack too. Also, these troopers have shields. And they can attack while using the shields, too. Good thing we can grapple them, and we pull them away, and now they're just a generic trooper. We really should have been able to do the grapple lasso whenever we wanted. It would have been cool to be able to grapple an enemy and throw them off the stage when we wanted. But unfortunately, it's only prompted, and when it is prompted, it's only to get rid of a shield or expose a weak point. Never for stuff that would be cool with the grapple lasso, you know? Anyway, flying pirates, they're kind of weird in this game. I think if you attack the things on the sides, the things that are actually helping the pirate fly, they'll actually fall. I'm not sure. I'm targeting them right now. It's not doing anything. Yeah, I think they're shooting through those things instead. Whatever. Use missiles. Ow, and don't get hit by their suicide strike. Ah, out of missiles. There we go. Are we done? No, not quite yet. Now we gotta fight the ATC. You'll fight a couple of these during the game. They're not very tough at all. I guess the toughest part about them is hitting their weak point. Oh, goodness. Another ATC? More pirates? We are in serious trouble now. Also, I like that Samus shoots while the cutscene is going on. Oh, well, we could have handled these ATCs, but we're getting a little bit of help right now. From our good friend, Iceman. Oh, whoops. I mean, Rundus.
These pirates are more fragile than they appear.
You don't say.
I just received word that the Federation is allowing all bounty hunters to use ship command devices.
This only makes sense for Rundus to say this because he's the only other one of the troopers, bounty hunters who has a ship that you can find. Actually, I think Gore has one too. No, Gore has his mechanical suit. I'm not sure if he uses that to travel from planet to planet, but you know, it is there. Don't know what Gandrada does. I think she turns into a spaceship, probably. She probably can, actually. Her specialty is to turn into stuff much larger than she is. Anyway, yeah, now we use this visor, the ship visor, to tell our ship to come over here. It's gonna be a trend to use our ship this way. There's also no power bombs in this game. Instead, there's ship missiles, which kind of work the same way. We can... The thing about the ship missiles is that even though they're technically the same thing as power bombs, they're much more difficult to use, in a sense. And they can only be used when the ship can actually reach the area you're in. So if you're in an interior, guess what? You can't use ship missiles on the enemies. Which kind of sucks. I don't need a refill, I'm pretty sure. There's a checkpoint system in this game. Like all the time. So even if I get a game over, it's not that bad. The biggest thing that will damage you, and like in hyper mode difficulty, you'll get a bit of damage, but in veteran mode, the biggest thing that can damage you is yourself when you get the auto power up that allows you to drain your own health. If you're too close to some of these doors, you'll probably fail to open them because you won't be using the nunchuck as much as you should be using it. Anyway, we've got to do something about... Oh no! What are these? Drones? No, these are not drones. These are clearly war wasps. I'm trying to identify them right now. Jolly Ranger drone. Hi. Come on, stop spinning around. I know you guys make good basic enemies, but you're annoying. They deal so little damage though, like literally just 1 damage each. Perhaps even less on normal mode. Like Slowbleaf joked that they gave you so little damage in veteran mode, which is what he was playing, I believe, that in normal mode they would straight up give you health each time they shot you. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I think these drones missed the point of war wasps, which is what their AI was clearly based on. The war wasps didn't deal much damage, but they pushed you off into acid, which did more damage to you, and you didn't have energy tanks at the time. We have 2 energy tanks already. So basic enemies that only deal like 1 damage each hit and cannot push you around, those don't make for a sufficient challenge. They don't make the player want to learn to be better, because they don't have to be better. Anyway, as some of you may have clearly seen, there's a power failure over here. See? Power failure. Now it should be a power success, right? Yep.
Samus,
Operational.
Something big is happening up here. What in the name of...
You have to watch this, because it's loading. Huh. That thing looks huge. Kind of like a Leviathan. Clearly, it's sentient, right? At the very least, to some extent, it's organic.
Samus, it's heading right at you.
At me, specifically?
Pirates disabled the defense system. They intend to smash this
Yeah.
thing into Norian.
They intend to smash this thing into Norian. Still, the way he says it's heading straight towards you specifically is kind of funny. Oh no. 1 dead trooper. 2 dead troopers. Why are they fighting the pirates with like 1 health left? Seriously. At least this one's a little smarter. Let's use hyper mode.
All clear.
You don't say. Why didn't you use it from the beginning?
Samus, I'm with the PED Delta Squad. My phase-on enhanced weaponry should be able to hold off any more trouble. I'll guard this area while you head on to the next generator.
Yeah, I'm confident you can hold on to this area.
What the heck is that?
Oh gosh! Well, looks like everyone's favorite space dragon is back. I actually feel a bit bad because Slowbeef didn't notice Ridley the first time he was playing this game. Because he was too busy trying to get adjusted to the controls. Which I don't blame him, because, you know, controls are a little hard to get used to. Okay, from now on, we're going to be seeing tons of PAD charged up troopers. And they're all badass and kick the pirate's ass all the freaking time. More of this garbage, seriously. Did I miss a door? No, I don't think so. Oh, by the way, I probably didn't mention this, but I probably cut this video in half right after I started going to Norian. Like, I stopped the video and created a second one for this part. Because it's how Slowbeef did it, and I think it's smart. Oh, hi. Good job, Gore. Look what I can do. This is probably not a good idea, Gore.
This one has finished bothering us. Go on ahead. I will stay here and protect the area. Proceed quickly to Generator C.
And reactivate the defense system before we're all vaporized. Go on, get out of here.
I like that if you read it up his scan, it basically told you that when he merges with his machine, he gets more aggressive. And that was reflected in the voice acting. A nice touch. Just kicked your asses. Good job. Here we have a nice door. Can't open that just yet. Some of you might think you're supposed to be rushing because of the thing coming towards you. You do not have to rush right now. Not yet, anyway. Eventually you will have to rush, but this is not the time to be rushing. If you want to take your time, feel free to do that. There's no secret time limit or anything like that. Also, you can go down here. Don't think there's much point for it, though. Or maybe there is. Damn it, can't blow that thing up. Where's the morph ball tunnel? Okay, not here. I guess I am supposed to go by up there. Yep. Because this is where the morph ball tunnel is. Remember how this hallway works, by the way. Because you will be rushed later on, and this is the place where most people will get stuck in. I'm quite positive.
The meteor will enter the planet's atmosphere soon. There is no time to lose.
Right now, there is plenty of time to lose. AU242 definitely has the most boring and mechanical voice. Unfortunately, she talks the most out of all the characters. Anyway, hi Ridley. There is an achievement for not getting hit by Ridley here. That achievement is a little tricky. Not sure if I'll be getting it, because that phase back there, that's the easy part. This is the hard part. Ah. Okay, so much for getting the achievement. And I don't really care about getting the achievements, like seriously. If you, like, normal mode exists so that you get these achievements, I feel. But yeah, if I hadn't gotten bit right there, if I hadn't panicked, I would have definitely gotten it.
Samus, I was able to get Generator B back online. If you need any help, here they come again.
Yep, so Rundus did our job for us. Good job, Rundus. How do any of you feel about an NPC doing the job for you? Does that make you feel accomplished? How about if the NPC did something called Sector 0 for you while shooting you in the back? How would you feel about that, huh? Oh gosh, I shouldn't bring that up yet. We'll talk about that later. Much later. Yeah, this... I don't know what's up with this challenge. I think this is the last door that does this. Well, Gore helped us. Rundus helped us. And now again, Dreda is gonna help us. You know what? I think if you look carefully, you can see that Dreda was hidden as one of the parts. Like, there was a slight purple tinge to her model. Her space pirate model. Also, she called us Sammy. It's not princess or anything like that, so you know. Better write a fanfic about it to explain what she calls us that. Oh wait, actually no, the game designers already did that. They explained that she sees us as her chief rival. Oh, seems there's something stuck up there. Well, it's time for a morph ball puzzle. There's quite a few in this game. I'm not sure if there's more than Prime 2s, however. Maybe someone can do like check is to see if Prime 2 does more file puzzles than Prime 3.
You have failed. You must hurry.
Hello? God damn it. That drone keeps shooting at us, but besides the fact that it deals like very small amounts of damage, most of the time it can't actually hit us. But it's still frustrating to deal with it because of how it's you can't just destroy it no matter what you do. Make sure you don't miss the second one. If you miss the second one, you failed the puzzle and you have to start all over. We have to go all the way up there, don't we? I guess not. Yeah, we go through here. You can't actually fall. There's invisible walls that keep you onto this thing. This would be quite challenging for the beginning if you had to make sure you wouldn't fall. If you did complete the puzzle, of course you're gonna fall, though. Well, puzzle solved. The machine now works. Oh, hiya, Ridley. You were the one screwing the machine over. I like that Samus just started shooting almost immediately. You know, as she should. Okay, this is a cool, nifty boss fight. You have a pseudo time limit, which isn't shown here, in the form of how high up you are in this shaft, which goes on forever. To win, you have to defeat Ridley before you fall to the bottom. Yes, it is instant game over if you fall to the bottom, but you have plenty of time. Like, they give you plenty of time, but if you were a beginner and this was the first time you ever did this, I'm sure there would be a struggle to some extent. Also, occasionally, I was about to call him Yoshi. Ridley can grab you, and he tries to bitch slap you or something. You wanna try me? Ah, whatever. Just use multi shots. It is a little hard to aim in this sequence. Okay, let's identify Ridley. Ridley. Yeah, Meta Ridley. It's still Meta Ridley. You really should not use the charge beam too often, unless you're really confident you can hit Ridley. To avoid getting hit by his attacks, you obviously need to shoot the fireballs. Besides that, you're probably just going to be left wondering why Ridley has so little health in this game. Grabbing me again? Okay. Try to bitch slap me. Damn it. Ow! Oh! Oh, you succeeded this time, Ridley. Try me. Ah, damn it. I keep missing my charge shots into his mouth. If you do get a charge shot into him, though, it deals a lot of damage. Damn it. Are we almost done, Ridley? I think he's like at almost no health left. Very, very close. Any time now. There we go. Like, I want to say you have, like, 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to defeat Meta Ridley. Maybe a little less, but it's ample time, considering the amount of health he's got. Also, this entire time, Ridley could have just ditched us, and we probably wouldn't have been saved by Rundus in time, because he would have been distracting Rundus instead.
I already took care of Generator B, so I'll leave it to you to get this final generator back online. With that, we can activate the cannon. When you're done, head to the control room. I'll meet you there.
Sure thing, Head Bob Man. Yeah, I gotta activate by pressing this button. It's all thanks to my hand that we're able to activate these cannons. But wait, Rundus doesn't have a hand. How do you activate Generator B? Probably use a trooper. Okay, now we are on a time limit. 4 minutes, and it's not too much. It's more than enough if you know where you're going, but the first time you're doing this, you probably don't know where you're going.
Samus, all efforts to stop now that the defense system is back on.
Also, it's not unusual at all to skip too quickly, or Unit 242's dialogue right there. If you look carefully, you can see the meteor
Samus,
approaching.
all efforts to stop the meteor have failed. Now that the defense system is back online, it remains our last chance to stop the meteor. You must get to the control tower and fire the defense cannon. We are uploading the location of the control tower to you now.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for breaking the glass, space part. That's useful. But do not get lost in this area. This is the area where I imagine most players get lost in because they think they're only supposed to go in one direction. But they're actually supposed to go backwards right here, up to here. Once you figure this out, you've pretty much won. Like, these things, who cares? Just boost the ball through them or something. Because now we're already here. And all we gotta do is go over here. Open the door. And somehow the other hunter's already there. And they were waiting for me.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
You should have left me behind.
If we don't make it to the top in time, we can kiss this planet goodbye.
Relax, we're the good guys. Justice will prevail and all that stuff. Right, Samus?
Let's do this.
For reference, if you reach the elevator, it doesn't matter if you had only 1 second left. You've won. Like, this cutscene lasts a good 2 minutes. So that alone is enough to make you question why they gave you only a 4-minute time limit. I guess they mean overall. Maybe it's like supposed to be 6 minutes overall, but if you don't reach it in 4, it's gonna be too late because of this interruption by Dark Samus. Anyway, Dark Samus is significantly stronger than the second game, and I guess first game too. Especially in hyper mode. I think Dark Samus on hyper mode, which is the final boss, spoilers, is a good challenge for what she is. It's too bad we won't be able to see it because we're on veteran mode. Also because we're all dead. Game over. Actually, no, not quite. Because we have 2 energy tanks, we were able to survive that. Just barely, though. Good job pressing that button, Samus. That's all we had to do to activate the cannon. You'd think they could, the Federation could do this remotely. But no, someone has to be at that chamber and press a button. Although, as we will see later on, it is very, very important story-wise that this Leviathan does not crash into another planet, because the devastation is immense. Hell, the devastation should have been immense right there, just from the explosion in the sky. But no, apparently it was just good enough. Yeah, I gotta take a break. This is way too long. 1 month later, gosh, we were in a coma for that long? Well, I guess it makes a little bit of sense.
She's coming too. Can you hear
Because
me, Samus?
we've transformed a little bit. Status corrupted.
Vital signs are stable.
You just saw it. It said corrupted, didn't you?
A month to be exact. We feared we'd lost you.
I'm such a valuable asset to you all.
Thanks to your great work, Norian is now safe. At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters all unconscious. Our medical examinations then yielded surprising results. Your bodies are now somehow self-generating phazon.
Yeah, but that's because Darksamus shot us. Did the other hunters not tell you about this?
What's even stranger is that there are no negative effects to your health.
Oh, you think so, huh? Do y'all really believe that there are no negative effects to our health? That we are now self-generating phazon?
During the invasion on Norian, you must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call phazon enhancement devices, or PEDs. We integrated this same phazon enhancement device into your...
Wait a moment. Does that mean that the Galactic Federation is experimenting on phazon like the space birds?
Troopers wearing this device have...
Actually, yeah, troopers wearing this device have phazon pumped to their weapons from an external backpack. This gives them an extra boost in firepower.
But in your case, think about it. With this phazon coursing through your body, you can fuel the PED using your own internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you think?
It's actually not my life force. It's actually supposed to be my suit's energy. I'm pretty sure.
Initiate PED program.
Because every time we activate hyper mode, it costs 1 energy tank. Or 100 energy.
Recharging energy reserves.
And the power of hyper mode is immense. Specifically the charge shot. The charge shot of hyper mode is just stupid powerful.
You must have noticed during this test that hyper mode possesses devastating power. Over the past month, we've learned the hard way just how powerful our enemies are. To deal with them, you'll need the firepower of the PED suit. Make good use of it. Now that you are familiar with the workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you. There are many pressing matters to discuss. The AU chamber is located just off the command bridge. You'd better get going. Good luck. Oh, and one more thing. After 25 seconds, the safety feature automatically ends hyper mode. You'll have to keep paying attention.
Yes, this right there is important. 25 seconds means that if you're still in hyper mode, it automatically boots you out, no matter what. And that's important because otherwise, you'd be able to just activate hyper mode and walk around invincible forever. There is another catch to hyper mode that will happen later on. But for the time being, if we activate hyper mode, we're invincible for 25 seconds and nothing bad can happen. Like, the intention was that you use it to damage enemies, but you don't have to do that all the time, so who cares? Man, I should be really reading these lore things, but I don't have the time to do that right now. Because this video would be going on for hours on end, repeatedly. Also, you can destroy more of these phazon things right here if you want. PED Marine Advanced Armor Suit.
A pleasure to meet you, Samus.
I was just looking around to see if I could find a scan or something. The UI is surprisingly clean for this game. A little too clean. There's some information that's not being displayed when it should. But I guess that's fine. Also, we're over here now. Y'all remember the safe station? We'll just have to watch one more cutscene and then I'll end the video.
Can I help you?
No, you can't.
Samus, you made it. Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter the AU chamber. Please proceed through these doors and up the lift. The Aurora unit is expecting you.
Gosh, really so proud of this thing, this character, your unit. Because you talk to it so often, and its voice is so monotone. And it's hand-holding you so often, telling you exactly where you need to go and all of that stuff. A bit disappointing. But you know, I get that story-wise this is supposed to be grandiose. Not to mention the design of the AU is important to the overall plot of this game. And technically the entire franchise, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to pay off later on. Because, you know, it looks like Mother Brain, doesn't it? It's a giant brain in a jar.
During the attempted pirate invasion of Norian, it was confirmed that 2 nearby planets were similarly attacked. These planets are named Brio and Elysia. These leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent phazon carried inside their bodies. The leviathans must be destroyed. 2 weeks ago, we dispatched Runters to Brio, Gore to Elysia, while Gandreda was sent to locate the space pirate stronghold. Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat. We lost contact with all of them 7 days ago, and fear the worst. In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Brio. This will be your first...
Okay, that is a lie. The closest planet is not Brio, it's Elysia.
Please be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Runtus and the other hunters. Good luck.
Bye. Just kidding, she's gonna be talking to us this entire time. Also, Samus is rushing out because she wants to help her friends. Also, we can no longer go back to the GFS. I was about to say it's the GFS Valhalla, but that's a different ship that we will go to much later on. Now, if you look carefully at Samus's visor from now on, you will see that she's slowly getting more blue phazon cracks on her face.
Samus.
Yeah, this image. This image is going to be happening so often in this playthrough.
Rest assured, we will keep communication lines open and supply you with information when necessary. Good luck on Brio.
I don't know why they couldn't have Admiral Dane instead. At least his voice acting isn't as mechanical as that Sheen. Anyway, Norian is right over there, but if you look carefully, there's Elysia right over here. I guess if you look at it from Norian's perspective, we're closer to that planet, but Elysia is much larger on our select destination menu, so it feels like it's closer. Ironically enough, we go to Brio first, and then immediately go to Elysia before finding the major boss of Brio if we're sequence breaking Metroid Prime 3. Anyway, I'm gonna land on the planet, and then I'm gonna save, and that'll be the end of this video. Like, I'd end it right now, but I'm not sure if I actually saved, so, you know. Oh, also, there's some power-ups we could get from Norian. In fact, that's the only reason why we should go back to Norian, to get some more power-ups. Although we won't be able to get all of them until much later in the game. That right there is the Leviathan. For some reason, it's being protected. Also, that was a native right there. It looked like it just disappeared, you know, because of graphical limitations. But believe it or not, it actually has a camouflage system that it was born organically or something like that. So it makes sense for it to disappear like that. Yay. Now, Brio and Elysia, both planets have a very strong sense of art direction, courtesy of Retro Studios. So they're wonderful to look at overall. Very, very wonderful. But we're going to be seeing that stuff next time. I hope you've all enjoyed this video and I'll have a nice day. Bye-bye.